Malaysia also moving to develop its own rare earth supply chain, reducing its reliance on China while navigating environmental, regulatory and investment challenges. CNA's Melissa Goh joins us again with this story.
More than 16 million tons of rare earth deposits are believed to lie beneath forest reserves and mountain ranges across Peninsular Malaysia. Home to one of the world's largest rare earth refineries, Malaysia is seen as well placed to develop an integrated industry. Australia's mining giant, Lynas, already produces more than 5% of global rare earth output at its plant in Pahang.
So really important for all countries to have choice about supply chains, and one of the great things about having Lynas here for Malaysia is it's actually been able to develop a lot of the supply chains, including skills as well as some of the equipment that is required to produce rare earth.
While Lynas is seeking to extend its operating license from 3 to 15 years, the Malaysian government has imposed a ban on unrefined rare earth exports to focus on domestic processing and downstream activities. Now, as Malaysia races to be an important part in the global supply for critical minerals, the government aims to increase rare earth outputs exponentially to 30,000 tons a year by 2030 and unlock an estimated $6.5 billion to the economy and create some 25,000 jobs. Targets which industry players say are just too ambitious.
China took more than 4 decades to build up where they are today, and also if you were to look at Lynas, they also spend more than 10 years. So naturally, this is not something that can happen overnight. You need to have a conducive ecosystem.
Mr. Lim says Malaysian mining firm MCRE, which partners China Rare Earth Corporation, extracts rare earth elements from ionic clay in the central state of Perak using in situ leaching. Chemical reagents are injected into the soil through tubes several meters deep. The leached liquid is then collected and processed into rare earth carbonates. MCRE currently produces about 2,000 tons of rare earth oxide, all of which is exported to China.
The advantage Malaysia is having because we are friends to everyone, right? We don't take side. We are in a very good position. We must start from a very small scale because to ramp up to 30,000 tons is going to be very challenging.
While Malaysia has the technical capability to develop its own mining industry using in situ leaching, considered less harmful to the environment, breaking into the supply chain long dominated by China remains difficult.
The question here is, are we able to produce that chemical reagent locally? Considering that rare earth is geopolitics product, unless you are able to manage your supply chain. Otherwise, it's going to be very risky.
Another industry expert, meanwhile, has called on the government to relax the current ban on raw rare earth exports in order to attract investors.
If you have, say, I want you to mine, but I don't want you to export, where am I going to sell my products? You will never get any upstream investors. So if you don't have a robust upstream, you are not able to convince the people that if you come here, I have a secured domestic supply, then it's easy for them to bring in the midstream.
Furthermore, he said a complete ban has driven more people into illegal mining. To address an industry that remains highly fragmented, he has also called for stronger collaboration between state and federal authorities to harmonize rules and regulations. Melissa Goh, CNA, Kuantan, Malaysia.
And for more rare earths coverage, catch CNA's documentary When Titans Clash, the Race for Rare Earths on CNA.Asia and the CNA mobile app.